Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Spring in Japan. Vladimir was coughing a little too much, so they've issued me a replacement. And despite the copious amounts of boot space, even I suspect that sleeping in the back of this would be a challenge, which I'm not about today.
Indeed, today we will go on an adventure. But first, I have to tackle something I've put off since arriving in Japan around 8 months ago. The highway. You could tell it's a highway in Japan because they have green signs. So in the UK, obviously the motorways are all blue signs, whereas in Japan it's all green signs. And if you want to get through without an ETC card, you have to go through a green lane, which we are about to go through here. You should just drive up, it gives you a ticket. So let's see. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Can I have ticket, please? Ticket got, and off we go. Now, which road am I going on? I'm going on the right-hand road. So there's 2 lanes here, and I need to be on the right-hand side, I think. Oh my God, we're on the highway! There's green signs everywhere. The little K car is struggling. Come on, Vinny!
Okay, I'm all sunscreened up. I'm in Ibaraki Prefecture, and I have come to Hananuki Gorge. Parking's a little sparse, but I found a spot up there by the side of the road. This says it's a wildlife preservation area. I already have something in my shoe. I'm already annoyed. Folks down there camping. Sounds like a frog. Oh, it might be a speaker. There might be a speaker somewhere. Playing little frog sounds. So just to clue you in, I had intended to come to Ibaraki last weekend, but what ended up happening was the car was dying. That was it. Not a very tall bridge, but certainly a very springy one. Even me just walking, and we all know I'm light as a feather, caused it to bounce and wobble a little bit.
I had a lot of time before some of the plans that I've made for later, and a lot of the things I wanted to do were back down south when I need to be up north for what I want to do later. So I decided, why not just hop across the border and go to Fukushima Prefecture, which is where I am now.
I don't know who this man is, but I assume he has something to do with fossils and or coal. A whale. A whale. Now that is a molar. It's a real fossil that they let you touch. So this sign, please touch gently. Let's touch original fossils. It's a genuinely very strange feeling. Bird. Big bird. Dinosaur poop. That is one long neck. The Emperor. He must have visited the coal mine. Cool. Seems to be some sort of coal mine cart. I think it's a recreation. I don't think there's anything actually down there. Lots of folks. Raccoon dog tunnels, Edo period Boro-like passageways. Ah. Hammering holes in the coal face to place explosives. Why are they always in the pants? Using a pneumatic drill to bore holes in the coal face. It's a bit more modern than the last one, but still wearing only their pants. I guess it's really hot in the coal mines, right? Loading coal into the coal cars, in your pants. Water coming up from below. There's a man having a bath. A dirty bath. In the middle of heavy machinery. Are you my mummy? Well, that's the omiyage sorted from that store. I found this guy. He's called Fura Oji-san. Which I think is hula uncle, because he wears a little hula skirt, and he's your uncle, I guess. I also bought just to try. It's called coal candy. I don't know if that means it's made with coal. God, it smells weird. I'm never eating that again. And a blue dinosaur. Why is it everywhere I go there's always bloody stairs? I mean, it's a cool view, but it's got stairs. Just had my first katsuya. It's nothing to really write home about. It's a katsudon place. It tastes like katsudon, which is fried meat and rice. Got some coat hangers. Me. The room itself, there's a desk, some tissues, a TV, a double bed. They give you a dressing gown, I guess. This is a non-smoking room. Smoking rooms are quite common in Japan, I think. Here's my view. There's nothing to it, really. Let's have a look at the bathroom. We got a toilet. Does it have butt squirting features? Yes, good. We love a butt squirting toilet. There's me again. And the bath with a shower, which hotels seem to do quite a lot. The bath and the shower together, kind of like in the UK, I think. But in someone's house, this is pretty rare. It just saves on space. All your amenities. The most important device for me. Hairdryer. I've done so much driving today. Goodness, how many hours of driving have I done? Probably not that many now that I think about it. I'm still tired though. I spent a lot of cash. The thing about driving in Japan on the highways is that they're all toll operated, and so you have to pay a lot of money to use them. Today, I've paid, let's see, the first journey I got a little lost on, that was about 800 yen. Then the second journey, I took a detour. I accidentally went on the wrong road. And then coming off and getting back on again was actually more of a hassle than just going the detour. So that was, what, 3,500 yen maybe? Then another 700. Then I think I've just spent 800 again. I have to pay 3,500 again tomorrow, but there's lots of things to do tomorrow. So I've kind of avoided Ibaraki a little bit. Despite the fact that this is where I intended to come. But it's basically because I started up at the Gorge, which was right on the border with Fukushima, and I needed to go to Team Labs at 7 p.m. And Team Labs is right on the border with Fukushima, so it didn't make any sense for me to come all the way back down here when I was going to be down here anyway, so I decided to explore Fukushima and cross that one off my list. Good morning. It's a glorious 16-degree morning, and I am in Nakaminato Fish Market to see if I can find some breakfast. Fish breakfast, admittedly. It's very busy, but there's lots of parking here, so it wasn't too hard to get in, just you had to kind of drive through people a little bit. So let's have a look. Squid. Opened up fish. There's some pretty good deals, I'm not gonna lie. Making me think of the £1 fish guy. Clams. A bucket of clams. Here they're just drying the fish out in the open. Whoa! They are what? The eels? No? Just had some kind of a clam thing for breakfast. I don't know what it was. Oyster maybe? But it's a little difficult to film yourself eating an oyster when it requires both hands. There's some takoyaki here, but I think it's got a whole octopus inside. So this will be interesting. Yeah, I actually can't even pick this takoyaki up because it's so big. Let's use the second chopstick. I'll say compared to normal takoyaki, it's a little hard to eat. Now quite like a sea breeze to wake you up in the morning after eating seafood and before going and looking at sea animals in Aqua World. Second day in a row I've seen whale bones.
Do you smell it? That smell. The kind of smelly smell. a smelly smell that smells smelly. Anchovies.
Why?
Anchovies!
Welcome to Shark Daddy's room. Even the museum knows the mighty power of the sunfish. I'm getting sprayed. Last time I was at the ocean, I wanted to find ice cream, and I found some this time. Vanilla chocolate soft serve ice cream in a cone. It's a bit windy. It's become a bit cold very suddenly. 400 yen. £2. I bet I look like a right plonker actually eating it though. I never understood the licking. Whenever I licked an ice cream, it always like fell off the cone. So I'm much more of a wrap my gob around it and just covered in chocolate, and I can't remember where I parked. So now I'm on the hunt for Vinny, a car I'm not massively familiar with yet actually. Hold on. That might be him there. Vinny, my boy. But just a couple minutes down the road from the Aqua World is a beach. But it's not the beach that I'm interested in. It's something a little bit different. And you might be able to spot it off in the distance there. There's a few of these around Japan. In fact, I imagine there's probably quite a lot. Torii gates on the ocean. Can't tell if there's a man or a statue in there. Even religion has anime girls. Isn't that cool? Decided to round my trip off in a park. No particular reason, I just fancied a little bit of a walk. And I was going to hike. There's a mountain nearby in Ibaraki Prefecture that's one of Japan's 100 famous mountains that you should absolutely climb. But I forgot to bring any trousers to climb in, and I didn't really fancy buying trousers just to climb a mountain. Also, it's like 2 o'clock-ish, and I'm not really feeling it. I'm not vibing. It's a great day, and I intend to do more hiking as the weather gets better, but a short walk to work off the ramen. Also, I spilt melon soda all over my fingers, so I'm very lucky there was a bathroom at the start of the park. So I could wash the melon soda from my fingers. You can see here some of the trees are starting to blossom. However, I don't think these are sakura. It's quite early. Basically, there's like a wave of sakura that goes across Japan. And because of where I am, it's not going to hit me until, I think, the start of April. So in a couple of weeks, they have full-blown sakura weather reports. Sakura reports. Blossom reports. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a black swan before.